Hello guys, how are you? I know that you are having your final chemistry paper on 12th, and today I am going to give you some very important tips, some very important questions which are expected and can be asked from the chapter 1 solid state. Solid state essay 2 marks, total 4 marks for the CBSE papers. The first question is expected, or with a good question, is explain the differences between crystalline and amorphous solids. Now in the differences, what we have to study, anisotropic. Crystalline substances are anisotropic and amorphous solids are isotropic. Why? Heat of fusion. You have seen crystalline substances have definite heat of fusion, whereas the amorphous solids do not have definite enthalpy of fusion. The reason for that, while glass is a super cooled liquid. The second point is classification of the solids on the basis of intermolecular forces of attraction. Classify the following solids: silicon carbide, zinc sulfide, water, potassium sulfate. What type of intermolecular forces of attraction are there? What type of solids are these? Next thing, crystal lattices and unit cells. In this you find that what we have told you, there are 14 Brevisi lattices, and one of the good question is what is a crystal lattice, what is a unit cell, distinguish between hexagonal and monoclinic unit cells. You already know for hexagonal, A is equal to B, B is not equal to C, alpha is equal to beta is equal to 90 degree, gamma is equal to 120 degree. For monoclinic, for example, monoclinic sulfur, A is not equal to B, B is not equal to C, alpha is equal to gamma 90 degree, beta is not equal to 9. So distinguish between hexagonal and monoclinic unit cells. What type of solids are electrical conductors, malleable, ductile? Distinguish between metallic solids and ionic solids. Again, I am talking of the number of atoms per unit cell is very important. You have learned simple cubic, BCC, FCC, three types of crystal lattices. The number of atoms per unit cell for simple cubic 1, for BCC 2, for FCC 4. So this is important question. Now closed packed in 3 dimension. I am talking of 2 types of packings, HCP and CCP or FCC. The pattern is important. In hexagonal closed packing, you see the AB pattern, and in cubical closed packing or FCC, you see ABC pattern. And coordination number is very important. The coordination number is 12 in HCP as well as in CCP. Then coming to the formula of the ionic compound, as you will see in the NCERT book, formula of if compound is very important question. This is based on the tetrahedral void and octahedral voids. You already can see the NCERT book. You will find the number of tetrahedral voids is 2 times n, and number of octahedral void equal to the number of atoms. Therefore, one question like this: B forms HCP, A 2 by 2/3 of the tetrahedral void. What is the formula of the compound? It is a good question. Such questions will be asked. The next time coming to the packing efficiency. In the packing efficiency, which is the most efficient packing? You already see I have given a very important table for this. Unit cell, simple cubic, FCC, BCC, number of atoms per unit cell 1, 4, 2, and radius and edge length relationship very important. R is equal to A by 2 for simple cubic. For FCC, you see R is equal to 1 by 2 root 2A. For BCC, you see R is equal to root 3 by 4A. Very important. I marked it with red line. Also see the coordination numbers. Coordination number was simple cubic 6, FCC 12, CCP 12, for BCC 8. This is a very important table, and you can take a screenshot and keep it with you. Remember that these type of questions will be there. Now I am coming to that, since there is a total of 4 marks, one numerical is expected as soon from the last year 10 years papers. You will see one numerical is usually asked from the density formula. Density formula you should learn. I have marked it in red block. It is very important, Z and AQ by NA, but the students do mistake in the units. Here I have given 1 picometer is equal to 10 minus 10 centimeter. Density is in gram centimeter. Keep sure the units are right. It is very important question. Numerical of 2 marks can be asked from density. Further I am talking, there will be a question on defects. And in the defects, I am talking of 2 types: stoichiometric defects that do not disturb the stoichiometry. Here you are having non-ionic solids, vacancy defects. If our atoms or molecules, vacancy defect will decrease the density, and then there are interstitial defects which will increase the density. This is for non-ionic solids. For ionic solid, Frankel's shortcut is very important. Usually they are asking questions on this. You already know in Frankel, defect is also called dislocation or interstitial, and there is a large difference in size of the ions, as you can see, AgBr, AgI, AgCl, and this defect does not change the density. But in terms of Schottky defect, Schottky, equal number of cations and anions are missing, and the cations and anions same size, density will decrease. Very important question. And then there is an impurity defect. You add in NaCl, molten NaCl, strontium chloride. The valency of sodium is 1, strontium is 2, so each strontium ion will displace 2 sodium ions. So therefore there will be some holes which will be there, and in the number of strontium ion will be the displacing 2 sodium ions. There will be positive vacancies, in that density will decrease. And then, for example, if you add cadmium chloride in AgCl also, this is also example of the defect which we are calling impurity defect. Very important. Further, I am talking to non-stoichiometric defect. They are very important. Metal excess defect due to anionic vacancies is very important question. Here you are talking, I am talking of F-center electrons which will be giving the colors. Sodium chloride becomes yellow, potassium chloride becomes violet, lithium chloride looks pink. Very important, very important. What is F-center? Please read the NCERT book and make sure you do it. Metal excess defect due to extra cations of the interstice sites is very important. When you heat zinc oxide, you will get it is white in color, it turns yellow because of the excess of the metal ions. The electrons take the interstitial sites and electrons can absorb light in the visible vision, therefore it turns yellow. Further, very important metal deficiency defect in iron oxide. You find that it exists as Fe.950. Very important because some of the Fe2 ions are missing and they are taken by Fe3 plus ions. Therefore, the formula is not FeO but Fe.950. Important question. Further, I am talking what about the conduction of electricity in metals and semiconductors. In this, you have to prepare how does the conductivity of metal vary with temperature. What is doping? Doping very important because intrinsic semiconductor we increase their conductivity by adding group 13 or group 15 elements. So there are two types, N type and P type. You must read about that. What is forbidden zone? What is intrinsic semiconductor? Important question. What is a forbidden zone for an insulator? You know the energy gap between valence band and conduction band is very high. That much energy is not available. They become insulators. And when you dope silicon with aluminium, silicon with phosphorus, group 13 element, P type, group 15, N type, very important. Explain 13, 15 and 12, 16 type of compounds. You know this type, aluminium, phosphorus, cadmium sulfide. These are covalent, they are ionic in nature, but still they are semiconductors. Then I am talking of the magnetic properties. In the magnetic properties, the sample definitions are even asked in the examinations. Here I am talking of what is ferromagnetism, what is antiferromagnetism, what is ferromagnetism, what type of substance will make better permanganate, what type of substance will is antiferromagnetism. Here is a small picture of what you have to prepare, as it is not possible that you can read all the syllabus now because the time is very short, but I am sure that if you are sure about these things and you will do all the in-text questions of NCERT and the back questions, you will be very comfortable and you will be able to score full marks. 4 marks in this. You already have an idea where the questions are coming from. Therefore, my best wishes to you that this is the way you prepare your solid state for the coming 2019 examinations, and I will continue to give you more videos on other chapters also very soon so that you can prepare and revise, and sure that this is the way you have to prepare and revise for 2019 chemistry. My best wishes to you, and I will meet you in my next lecture of the unit 2. Bye bye. Thank you.